Hey guys, it's your girl London, and today I want to invite you to hang out with me while we do an eyeshadow look while I get ready for work. So today we're going to be using the Too Faced Teddy Bear All Palette. So if you want to see what we come up with, then stick around because we're getting right into it. Okay guys, we're going to be doing a look for work. I have work in about an hour, so I wanted to go ahead and just sit with you guys and kind of get my eye look together. We are going to be using the Too Faced Teddy Bear All Palette. This is a $45 palette and it is of 14 shades. So let's go ahead and let's just do a brief view of what the palette is about from the Sephora website. It says these essential shades were formulated to feel smooth and buttery against your skin while they deliver a high impact seductive color for looks that range from barely there to positively sexy. This palette includes 14 warm and sensual neutral tones to create endless sexy natural looks, and shades offer one swipe payoff for easy application. It also smells like honey graham crackers. So first off, Too Faced has really been doing this one swipe thing with these palettes. So now they're into the kind of having heavy saturation. Their descriptions are always so freaking weird, but whatever. And then it says that it smells like honey graham crackers. Let's take a little look-see-loo. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This smells like plastic packaging. It does not smell like honey graham crackers in the least. This is what it looks like right here. I actually really like it because it is thin, it's compact, and it is weighty enough to feel secure, but not so weighty that it feels like it's too heavy for what it is. So I think this is a nice palette to travel with because of the size of it and because of the weightiness of it, although you still want to keep it safe. So that is what that looks like. On the back, it does have the colors right here, and it kind of just tells you a little bit about the palette as far as the weight. This is, total weight is 4 grams or 0.14 ounces for the whole thing. And it says that you have, I've been having such a hard time finding how long these things are used for. Like some of these I'm noticing don't have it. So I can't find how long you have. If it's 12 months, 24 months. But again, I would just say when it starts to smell like it's going off and it's not performing well anymore, to go ahead and then at that point know that it's a little bit too old. So inside we do have a mirror, so that's what we're going to be using today. I have been getting into using the mirrors with the palettes before. I never did that, but now I am starting to do that because, you know, it makes it a little bit easier than using my massive mirror, and my massive mirror tends to throw off the lighting a bit too much. I'm going to show you the unicarton, which is right here. How cute is that? And then these are the shade colors. So we're going to get into this today. Like I said, we're doing a look for work, so we're going to see what we come up with. Yeah, and we're going to do it. So I really like this unicarton, and again, I just really like this design. Too Faced does come up with some really cute designs, and it may seem childish, but I'm okay with that because I am young at heart. So let's go in now and let's get into our work look. Alright guys, we have the palette, I have my color switch, I have my brushes, we are ready to start. So I'm going to take this Laura Lee, it's the L27, and it is a flat brush like this, similar to the Wayne Goss, but a little more narrow and a little less wide and structured that way. So we're going to go ahead and use this, and we're going to, first let's peel that right off the mirror. We're going to start with our first shade. Again, I don't have any primer on my lids, just the foundation that I put on today, which was the Make Up Forever HD Skin Foundation. Absolutely love it. Make sure you check out the video if you haven't already. It's a super, super great foundation. I just have that on, and then the Colourpop Pretty Fresh powders that I put on. I use number 12 here, and I use 14 all over my face. So we are going to go in with the shade, and this is what I hate about this. I hate when the shade names are on the back. A little frustrating because you never know what you're picking. But I'm going to put the palette somewhere around here for you guys to see it. We're going to go in with the shade The Snuggle Is Real, I believe, and this has the Too Faced embossed in it. Oh, and this does actually seem like a highly pigmented color. So we're going to put this all over the lid right here, just to kind of give us a nice color base. So right now I'm just trying to set it down, then we're going to go in and make sure it's even Stevens. Because this is, like I said, this is similar to the Wayne Gloss brush, but it's a little different as far as how much it covers of my lid at one time and kind of what it picks up. Because I think that Laura's brushes, I think they're synthetic, and I think that when Goss brushes are not synthetic, they're natural hair. So I do pick up shadow slightly different, but we can still get the job done. I can't actually find that brush, so I don't know if it's in the wash or my wing gloss brush, or if it's somewhere on my desk. I just can't find it. So we have that done, so you can see, just give it a little bit of color, not too much, not something that's going to look like it's not going to go with anything. Now for me, for work, I may be a little different than most people. I will wear greens, pinks, blues. I will wear all colors to work. So it doesn't have to be a natural look or neutral or what people call basic. I don't have to wear that to work. I can literally wear whatever I want to work. So that is a good thing. But we decided to use this palette today because I had it sitting next to me. I'm trying to make sure any palettes I get this year that I do videos on, because I can get into the habit of purchasing a ton of palettes. I think last year I purchased 130 palettes, and I maybe did a video on, I don't know, 10. So that's a 1-0 for me. So I am making sure that whatever I bring in to my collection, that I'm at least doing a video on it and using it, because a lot of those palettes last year, probably over 90%, I have not even used at all, and that is sad to say, and slightly embarrassing to say. But this year, any palette that I bring in, I want to do a video with, A, so that way I at least use it once. I can find out if I really like it. If not, we can move on with it and get out of the collection. And B, so that way I have a reference to the palette itself through the video, and I can keep track of what I'm using, what I liked, what I didn't like, things like that. So now we have that all over it, and I like that color a lot. Pretty, it's natural, awesome. I'm liking my brows today too. I just used the Kosas brow gel instead of using the pencil, so these are all my natural brows, and all I did was use the brow gel. I really like it. It's a little less structured than using the pencil, but it still has like a semi-structure to it. I'm really liking the boy brow thing, so I like it. So now let's go ahead and we're going to go into our, let me wipe this off on the color switch. We're going to do our Wing Gloss number 6 brush. It's just kind of like a paddle brush, but it's a little fluffier. We're going to go into the crease. And the crease, we're going to use the color Teddy Bear. And this is just a nice brown. I would say a little deeper than caramel. Looks almost like caramel that you have had on the stove for a bit. Ooh, that is nice. Okay. Wow, I did not anticipate getting that kind of pigment, to be quite honest with you. Okay, Too Faced. I see you guys trying to come back and get your reputation back together, because you guys have really been going through it the past couple years. So how are you guys doing this morning? Are you guys getting ready for work too? I know that I always like to watch videos when I'm getting ready for work, especially when you're up and your family is still asleep. Like my husband and my dog will still be asleep. It's nice to listen to some videos, especially if someone getting ready, whether it's for work or otherwise, because then you don't feel so alone in the morning, because it sucks when you're the only person waking up in the morning. As you can tell, my voice is not deep, but it's a little more rough because it's still a little bit early. But yeah, like I said, I do have work today, so I don't have a large schedule of patients, so that's good. I think I have a pretty early stop point today, because I don't have so many, but I do have, you have kind of background admin work to do, billing, notes, things like that, essentially charting. So I have to chart all my patients this evening, and then of course I have homework to do. I know most of you know, but for those of you who maybe are new here, hello, We enjoy having you here. We hope that you are liking it here and you stick around. I am in my PhD program, so I do have homework, but I'm finally halfway through. So we're at the 50% mark. So at this point I have, I think, 6 more classes, and then I will be completely finished with the academic portion of my PhD program, and I will go into my dissertation. And my dissertation is 4 classes and then the defense. So each one of the classes is a semester in itself, so that will take about a year and change to get through those courses and then defend, my dissertation, the dissertation defense. So we still have a little ways to go, but we are almost there, because if you don't know about PhD programs, once you complete the academic portion, I finally can say that I'm a doctoral candidate, because now I'm done with anything that's academic, and now I'm simply working on my dissertation. So that is really exciting for me, and I am very, very, very happy that I am almost completed. So I really like that color. That's really nice. I want to blow out just a bit more here. Just a bit more here. I always look at the corners of my eyes. I'm like, oh God, it looks like I took like something and cleaned it up right here. I'm like, God gave me that natural cat eye, gave me that natural Ariana. You know what I mean? Just pulling it back. So I always look at that when I look at my videos. Like, why do my eyes look like that? I'm like, oh girl, God's trying to make sure your eyes stay tight, which I don't mind. That actually has a few bristles of hair that came out in it, so I want to take that off. Excellent day. So now let's go ahead and we are going to go into our we're going to go into our Lunar Beauty LBE3 brush. These are really great brushes. I know I've said before, but if you don't have these, get them. I love the feel of the handle. I just love everything about it. Really, really nice. I think that piece of me wants to go for the pink in here, but at the same time I don't, because I want to do like a little quick halo eye. So because of that, doing a halo eye, I think I don't want something too dark. So I think we're going to go in with 1, 2, 3 from it. 1, 2, 3. I think this is Fuzzy Wuzzy. So we're going to go into that, because this is like a true chocolate brown. There's another deep color in here, but it's a little more plummy, and I don't want to use that because I don't want to go too deep. So we're going to use this, like I said, it's like a true chocolate brown, just to kind of give us our shape here. And like, these are really nice. These are actually, yeah, these are really kind of one swipe pigment, which is kind of, new, I would say, for Too Faced, considering that they used to be really good with their palettes and kind of quality and coloring and things like that. And then they kind of got away from that for a bit and went a little wonky on us. It was really the holiday collections, I feel like, really killed the brand's credibility and being reputable in the business, and their collaborations. I think that the Nikki Tutorials one was kind of the biggest example of that, where the Vegas Nay, where people just stopped believing really in Too Faced and their quality and things like that. So that was kind of sucky, because they up until that point for the makeup, they had a good reputation as a brand. I'm looking to make sure my mic is still on. As a brand, they had really had a lot of controversies, things that started to get wonky there. But as far as the makeup, they had always had like a good reputation for quality, and kind of innovation for the time. But then, like I said, things got a little wonky, and now I see that they're trying to bring it back with these kind of palettes. So I know they have the Sunset palette, I think they just came out with. Has anybody tried that? What do you guys think about that? I was kind of thinking about getting it. Clearly not at full price. When that thing goes on half price, I will get it. Same thing with this. I don't know when I'm putting this up, but Too Faced was having a sale, and it was 50% off, and that's why I went ahead and got this palette. because a lot of their palettes I've noticed are becoming kind of a little bit like Tarte, and I enjoy Tarte, don't get me wrong, but Tarte is really stuck kind of giving us the same colors, just a bunch of neutrals and then like a pop of color here or there, and that's okay if that's their brand, that's what they want to do, but at the same time it's like, why do I need to buy all the palettes, right? So Too Faced seems like they're kind of going in that direction. That's sad because Too Faced and Urban Decay, brands like that used to be the brands that you go to for color, you know, things that other brands weren't doing. Just want to blow this out a little bit. Kind of being the cool brand, and they kind of have lost a bit of that along the way, and kind of are going back to the safe zone. I don't know if it's because I think it was Estee Lauder bought Too Faced. I don't know if it's because they were purchased by Estee Lauder, and you know, that's kind of a staple. I call them legacy brands, where typically more mature people tend to shop at Estee Lauder. I mean, I think most of us have the foundations, but like real true brand loyalty, I think, is more so coming from a more mature crowd. And so I don't know if because they were purchased by them, if that's why things have kind of changed. So I am, you know, I don't know why my camera has been cutting my videos in two at about the 19-minute mark, and it used to not ever do that. I'm not quite sure why it's doing it now. If anybody has an issue with their camera too, let me know. So I'm going to, let me see, I just want to make sure this is like a smooth blend. So let me take my JH30. You guys know she's my ride or die. She is my, if you want to make sure things are smooth and blended, get the JH30 brush. I always recommend this brush. I can't recommend anything more than this. This is just really, really nice. It works quickly and it works effectively. So now let's go ahead and go. We're going to choose our shade for the center, and we have a couple to choose from here. We have about 4 shimmers, and then we have 1 matte that has a shimmer in it, but we don't like the sparkles from the mattes because they really don't do anything. But we have this one here. Ooh, it's got like a nice rose gold. That one's a gold. Oh, that one's a pink, like pinky silver. And that one's a little bit of a deeper gold. So we have these 4 right there. So I want to see, I think, I'm going to go with the lighter pink. Or do I want to go with the deeper pink? No, I think I want to go with the lighter pink. So we're going to go with the lighter pink, which is 1, 2. This is going to be the color Press Pause, and pause like P-A-W-S. So we're going to take this, and we're going to put it right here. We could have done the other pink, but I didn't want to go too, again, I don't want to go too deep with this look. Oh, this is really, oh wow, this is really pretty. Okay. I see Too Faced trying to come through for the people. This is really, really nice. You know, I take it up a little bit higher because I do have a hooded eye, and so I like to take it up before it moves up on its own. That is really pretty, guys. Okay, very nice. So I like showing how like this could be a going out look, or this could be a work look. Like I said, for me, this is a work look. This may not be a work look for everybody, but it definitely is for me. But you didn't use tones that were too much. You didn't use blues or yellows or greens or anything. So if you do have a workplace that makes you wear more conservative makeup, or if you're just somebody who likes to have more conservative makeup, which is fine, of course, I definitely think that this is a palette that you would really, really like, because as you can see, we did that, and I'm talking, of course, but this didn't actually take a long time. This was fairly quick. So we're going to go back with the Wengoss 6 brush, which we used earlier, and I just wiped it off, and we're just going to go in and do a little blend here. And I know I said that I usually use my JH30 for my blending, but sometimes when I'm doing shimmers, especially in the halo eye, the JH30 will blend too much, and we want to actually keep, really what I'm doing is I'm dispersing the shimmer versus blending it away. And that's what we kind of want to do for this. So perfect, perfect. And then we want to go right in here on the corners and just make sure they're blended. And again, I don't want to blend them away, so I don't want to do too much. I just want to make sure it looks like it fell into it versus having a super harsh line there. Put a little more right here. And do a little more. Fantastic. So let's do the lower lash line. And for the lower lash line, I think we're going to go in with our JH40. This is our pencil brush right here. I think we're going to be pretty conservative with this. And I think we're going to go in with the color Mama Bear. Yeah, I think it's going to be the color Mama Bear is what we're going to go in with. And we're just going to connect it to the corner of the shadow and go under. This is just a kind of pinky brown. We're just going to blow that out a bit like this. Now, for some of you, this was a work look up until the point we got here. So you don't have to do anything to your lower lash line. And that's what makes it great, is that you can have your work look, and then if you are going out to see friends, or if you have something else to do after work, you then can just go in and do this bottom lash line. And all of a sudden it looks like, it can look more like you're going out. If this is not something that you feel like is appropriate for work to do a lower lash line like this, then you can just do this to go out, and you kind of could have a 2-in-1 look. So that's what we're going to do there. And now we're going to go in with a inner corner highlight, and for that we are going to use our LBE 6 from Lunar Beauty, and this is just a short kind of ball pointed. And we're going to now go in with the color, this one. What are you? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think this is the color Pot of Honey. Is it 1, 2? Yep, 3. This should be the color Pot of Honey. And this was that gold, one of the golds. And we're going to just go right here in the corner. And we're going to take it up, as we usually do, up into the crease. And then we're also going to bring it down just right there, as we usually do, because I like the light to catch it in a C shape. But you can do your inner corner however you would like to. And again, the inner corner might feel like it's a little too much for work. So again, you might want to cut this out so you can stay in like more of a comfortable zone. So you still have kind of the bam on your eyes, but it's a bam that is approachable. And then again, if you're going out, or if you just want to jazz it up after work, then you can go in with the inner corner and the bottom lash line and take your look from work to going out, or just being you. Because sometimes at work, I understand that sometimes we can't be us in our, you know, way we do our makeup or the things we might wear. But we definitely want to do that once we get home. So now what we're going to do is take our JH30, and we're just going to make sure that this is all swept away and nicely blended right here. I'm going to go back in, no more product, and just pull a little more over. And there we go. This is what we have right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to do my lips, I'm going to do my liner, I'm going to do my lashes. Then we're going to come back and you're going to see the look that I have for work. And then we are going to go ahead and we're going to head off for our day and get the job done. So I will be right back and let you guys see what our look, I was going to say what our look work is. What our work look is. So 2.2, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, we are back, and here is our work look. So we have our eyes done and we have a lip on. So let me go ahead and do our little montage, get a little closer, let you guys see what we came up with. How are you feeling about it? How do you like it? Would this be something that you would wear to work, or do you think there are some pieces you would cut out to make it workable, or do you think there's things you would add because you just like to do that? Let me know down below. So guys, let's talk about the look. On the lower lash line, let me get a little closer. What I used was the Colourpop Creme, I always say cream, creme gel liners. I used one in Amethyst Hour, and this is what I used from the kind of inner third right here. In the outer third, I used the Colourpop Creme liners in Piggy Bank, and this is just this nice kind of violet purple, just to jazz it up, just to give it a little something. And then the inner, like the tiny little almost tear duct, what I used was the Marc Jacobs RIP, Marc Jacobs Beauty. This was the Pink of Me, and this is just kind of like a frosted, very, very baby pink, and that was just to kind of brighten up the eye a little bit. On the upper lash line, what I used was the Marc Jacobs Popular, and this was this color pink. And that was because I didn't want to use a black, I didn't want to use a brown, I kind of wanted to stay with it and let it speak for itself, and so that's what I used. On my lips, I used the Colourpop First Glass, and this is the lip lacquer. So I got this a while ago in a collection. I think this was the All Day Rosé collection, so if you want to see that video, definitely check it out. But I love, love, love this lip color. It's so easy to go on, easy breezy. It's a very nice nude color. And then for my lashes, upper and lower, I use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I used this years ago when it first came out, and I absolutely hated it. And then I got one of these in the mail and with one of my orders, and I actually have been using it, and I've been loving it. You could definitely put lashes with this look if you wanted to, and of course that would take it and spruce it up a little more to a going out for most people. But if you're somebody who likes to wear lashes to work, then rock on, put those lashes on, go with it, and you have a continuously beautiful look with lashes also. So again, I'm always making sure my mic is on, because Lord have mercy, that would be horrible for one off. So we'll just talk about the palette. You know, I like to at least be able to use half the shades in order to feel like it was worth it. So of the 14 shades, we used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we used 6 shades of 14. So we were just shy of making the halfway mark, which is, it's okay. It's close enough to 50% that I would say it's fine, because there's some shades in here that I just purposely didn't use. Like I didn't use a brow bone shade, but if we're going to make it to the 7, then we can. We're going to take the LBE 7, and we're going to take the color Bare It All, and we're going to just do a little brow bone highlight. And this is a very, very creamy, creamy, creamy nude color. And these are the kinds that I like to do my brow bone with. I'm really not into doing my brow bone with shimmers or sparkles, and I do it all the way over, and then I just buff it all in, because it looks a little crazy at the beginning, definitely, and then I just buff it, buff it, buff it in, just to brighten up that brow area. Put a little more, buff it in to brighten it up, and there we are. So now we have the 7 shades. So we're right on target, 50% of the palette. So monetarily, I think that's definitely worth it. I don't think it's worth it at the full price though, just because I think Too Faced charges way too much for what they're giving. But with the new quality, the quality is very different than kind of the couple of years we've had of Too Faced. This is very indicative of their holiday palettes that come in the tin pans, like the gingerbread and things like that. Very indicative of that. Superior quality to anything they come out with in the holiday collections with like the houses and all that crap. This is way, way better than that. As you can see, they really were one swipe colors, so although I still wouldn't pay full price for it, if you can get it half price, get on it. I think this is a nice neutral palette that you can carry with you anywhere, and you can make the neutrals be a little jazzy if you want to, just by kind of how you do your eye, whether it's a halo or just a traditional eye. So with that being said, I think that they are fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly, because I only have a little bit of time, I'm going to do some swatches for you guys. So if you're done with the video, thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. If you want to see some swatches, then hang tight, because we are getting into it. Okay guys, let's get into these swatches. I'm not going to do the names because the names are on the back. So I'm just going to go through here and swatch all the shades on my hand and then show you guys. Because I really hate when they put the names on the back, because it makes it very difficult to be able to one, tell what you're doing because they're typically backwards on the back. And then it makes it difficult when you're doing things like this, trying to swatch, because you're trying to swatch things and then you're just going back and forth, going to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front, and that can be a little bit annoying. And since we don't have a lot of time today, because this is a get ready with me eyeshadow for work, I want to make sure I can give you guys the shades like I usually do, but going back and forth I think will take just a little more time than I have, even though it doesn't seem like that much. If this is the first time I've ever done like a get ready with me for work, and although this was just my eyeshadow, I had a lot of fun. Like I said, it makes you feel like you're not so alone when you're waking up early for work or having to go to work or whatnot. So if you guys would like to see more of these kind of what I would actually wear to work on a work day, then let me know and I'll keep doing them. And if you want to see full versions of get ready with me's for work, I can also do that, so you guys can see me put on my base and everything like that, and kind of what I'm choosing and why I'm choosing it depending upon what my work day is going to entail. I can definitely do that too. Just let me know what you guys want to see. And you know, I always take your guys's criticisms or whatever into huge consideration, so definitely let me know if you have any suggestions or anything like that. I would love to do that for you. So this is the palette right here. This is the palette completely swatched on my skin, so if you're my skin tone, that is what it's going to look like on the face. And you guys saw how they performed, and I think they performed fantastically. What I will say is that I do have some glitter fallout right here from the shimmer shade, so if you're somebody who doesn't want that, maybe do your base last or put a little bit of glitter glue on there, and that's it. I try to wipe it off. It is not going anywhere. We're gonna have a little bit of glitter, and that's just fine with me. So guys, again, let me know if you want me to do any more of these. I would gladly do them. If you want to see a bit longer because you want to see the base be done, I absolutely can do that for you too. I appreciate you guys sticking around with me. I've seen a lot of new people, a lot of new faces. So thank you so much for you guys for subscribing, for watching me, and for engaging with me. When you guys comment on my videos, I appreciate it so much. I really love the engagement. I love the thumbs up, but I see a lot of people don't do thumbs up, and I'm not quite sure why, but I love the engagement with the comments. And even if it takes me a while, I do get back to every single comment that I have. So I appreciate you guys taking your time out to write a comment, so I take my time out to make sure that I write a comment back to you guys. So please continue engaging with me because I really love it, and I really just appreciate you guys showing me love, showing me support, and staying with me, sticking with me, and helping us grow over here at London Brielle. So if you haven't already, if you want to see what I do outside of YouTube, head on over to Instagram. Follow me at London Brielle. See my dogs, see my husband, see my life, see looks, see my yard, see vacations, see a lot of things. Also, if you want to see me on TikTok, you can follow me at official_London Brielle. There, I'm still finding my rhythm. I'm still finding my groove over there. I am going to be putting up some videos because I'm going on vacation here shortly, so you guys will be seeing some things from that. But just know, subscribe, things are coming, but I'm really trying to figure out how to work it over there because that is a new platform for me. So guys, thanks again for being here. I love you, I miss you, and until next time, I will see you on the flip side. Have a fantastic day at work, guys. I hope that it is the best day that you have. I love you guys. Bye.